It's prime time in the NBA, and the unimaginable happens unknowingly, unexpectedly because of undue pressure. From dynasty building to one-man dominance, from winning streaks to losing non-stop with just a slip on the court. This past week in the NBA was unpredictable. We had front row seats to epic thrillers that had us shocked to the bones. Grab a popcorn and be ready for the goosebumps the NBA brings. Recap 1. Sunday night, the unstoppable. Who can beat the Boston Celtics? The league is witnessing the run of a dynasty that cannot be stopped. The Celtics welcomed Chef Curry and his Warriors team to Boston just to get cooked. From the jump ball, it was all Celtics, taking the Warriors by surprise, hitting 12-0 run and 11-0 run twice in the first quarter. Curry had a shambolic night, being able to only record 4 points and missing 9 times from his favorite three-pointer arc.
Curry's three, off the mark, out of bounds, kicking out. Curry's three, no.
Implement themselves in a player's career.
Brown, you bet! Derek White, Hauser's three is
Celtics cooking.
White leaves it, and Cornet flushes.
The Warriors were astonished as the game was finished by halftime. The Celtics recorded a career-high 82 points in the first half against the Warriors. Birthday boy Tatum dropped 27 points while Brown had 29 for the night.
So that lets you know where your team is.
Wow! Tatum, catch, fire, and hit from three.
The Boston Celtics became the first team in NBA history to win 3 games by 50-plus points in a single season. The cold in Boston was a different feeling when the Thunder struck in Phoenix. The Suns aimed to get back to winning ways, but the OKC showed why they top in the West. Beal's 31 points and Nurkic's 31 rebounds took OKC to lengths.
Corner to Giddey, left wide open, and got to get busy. And a good defensive sequence.
Turnovers, but missed shots, yes, get them out.
Beal from deep.
How about them playing beyond their years?
Beal in the mid-range.
SGA took the Suns to the cleaners, with pull-up knockdowns and insane jumpers. His 35 points gave OKC the win by 8 points.
Back to Kevin Durant, such good defense.
There's the spot.
Tonight.
Nice backdoor cut, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's some mid-air fire.
Thunder 118, Suns 110. Another sensation this season is Victor Wembanyama, and when he came up against the Indiana Pacers, he came up top. Dropping a double-double of 31 points and 12 rebounds, the Pacers had no answer.
Wemby on the drive. Another block for Victor.
A few more seconds on the clock and you had it.
Victor to the rescue.
TJ McConnell tried his best to keep the Pacers running, but Wemby kept the house clean. The Spurs celebrate their W, and it's on to the next.
Give him a three. And he lets the crowd know he appreciates.
Pacers 105, Spurs 117. The next game of the night had the Hornets up against the Raptors. In the first half, it was all RJ Barrett as he led the Raptors to a 4-point lead over the Hornets.
Thor catching up to Barrett. RJ stepped through. Great job weaving his way. Telephone booth. You know, here's RJ.
And Brandon Miller put on a show for his Hornets in Canada, seething up a fierce challenge.
Skip pass. Here's Miller. Spins back. Miller.
But then the Raptors played the game as a team for the win, and they got the win. 111-106 in favor of the men from Toronto. The Hornets left it in their nets.
Around. Chance here for a tie or a 3 for the lead. Williams, step back 3.
Raptors 111 to Hornets 106. As Toronto smiled with joy, and Dallas, the Mavericks needed Luka magic to end an Embiid-less 76ers. Luka moved closer again to greatness as he recorded yet another triple-double, switching to new shoes in the next half.
Doncic to the corner. Derek Jones had a triple-double on his birthday. Followed that up with another triple-double. But in defeat, Doncic catching fire here.
Regardless of Luka, his magic was not capable of stopping the duo of Harris and Maxey, who kept the Mavs on a goose chase till the end.
Not getting a lot from their bench tonight other than Jones, who had 8 early. Maxey, that floor over. Now Heel going to work. Harris, corner 3, and it goes to 7. Harris has 20, 18 since the first quarter. That was contested, but Harris drills it anyway.
Mavericks 116, 76ers 120. Timberwolves closed the night in Target Center as they welcomed tough LA Clippers. Anthony Edwards had a brilliant game with 27 points and breathtaking moves that dropped jaws.
On the drive, stops, pull up, goal. Edwards for 3, money.
However, the Clippers kept the lead even with the low-scoring third quarter. Into the fourth quarter, Edwards threw the ball nowhere and Powell got it down with a windmill. From scintillating game plays to Gobert's layup, the Wolves didn't give up. But Ant Edwards' last-second dunk wasn't enough to topple the Clippers. Somehow at the last second, Clippers got an inbound and passed it through until time ran out. The Clippers win with a point. Clippers 89, Timberwolves 88. We slept in the West to rise in the East, and Monday night was business night. Recap 2. Monday night, the Bull run. The Bulls needed to win desperately after the thrashing they got from the Bucks. Facing the Kings, it was a match of who wanted it more. The Bulls wanted it at all costs. Bulls White and DeRozan rose hell for the Kings as they combined for 70 points.
Sumu, transition, Bulls White, the trailer, 4-3.
Uh-oh, bang, bang. DeRozan going to try and single-handedly bring his team back into it.
Another double-double for Sabonis keeps his record on a streak. He should be called Mr. Double-Double at this rate. Sadly, he couldn't convert it into a win. Fox was also tamed and humbled. It was a classic game by Bulls White in Sacramento as the Bull run began. Bulls 113, Kings 109. From Sacramento to Brooklyn, the Barclays Center was packed as the Nets welcomed the Grizzlies. Lighting up the court with scintillating moves and pinpoint shots, brilliant defenses, the game proved to be a difficult one for both teams. The battle was tight, but praise to Kennard, who had 25 points to lead the Memphis Grizzlies to victory.
Of this situation, because right now,
shooting. Here's Kennard with a seam and able to cup it in with the right.
The Grizzlies keep pushing ahead regardless of the issues with injury. Grizzlies 106 to Nets 102. The Timberwolves had the Blazers come to Minneapolis to dance, the real game dance. Anthony Simons had a night for highs to remember as he dropped a double-double of 34 points and 14 assists.
That was a great organization when I was coaching in the WNBA, that's for sure.
Simons kept his dribble. Simons. Yes.
However, his performance wasn't enough to outshine the Wolves, who had the win secured by Gobert, who had a double-double for the night, leading to the big W. Winning by 5 points, the Wolves returned to the green streak. Blazers 114, Wolves 119. Speaking of streaks, the Utah Jazz and the Washington Wizards were both on a losing streak when they finally met. The game certainly needed a team to set up and ended the Red L's and his team. Jordan Poole's 32 points put up a fight for the Wizards.
passes it out. Jordan Poole match up with their man and cause the turnover. Poole again looking for another one. He gets another three.
Unfortunately, Clarkson's double-double had the Jazz on top from the second quarter till time up, and had the board reading 127 to 115, ending the losing streak of the Utah Jazz.
Quarter, Jazz back to work. Collins inside, tough shot.
Nice put back there. Get to the basket. Contact.
Wizards 115, Jazz 127. Monday night seemed like the night stakes had to end. So when OKC faced the King, LeBron James, and his Lakers team, doomsday came calling. Could the Lakers end the Thunder's streak? D'Angelo Russell and AD had 50 points combined, and both AD and LeBron recorded double-doubles.
LeBron scored! Defensive effort by the Lake Show. Oh, the pass! Finishing LeBron! Los Angeles. Reeves, little shake and bake. D'Lo! Rui in the lane, open, Reeves, three. In and out, try to go back in. Work! What they do in the playoffs. Prince on its way, down it goes!
A doomsday it was for the Thunders at Crypto.com Arena as their winning streak came to an end. Lakers 116, Thunder 104. As all things will eventually come to an end, so did the heatwave from Monday night, moved to Tuesday. Recap 3. Tuesday night, the ball is spinning. And for the San Antonio Spurs, it was back to reset settings as the team lost to the Rockets. The Rockets destroyed the defense of the Spurs. Sengun was magnificent and unplayable, dropping a double-double of 45 points and 16 rebounds.
Sengun going to back it in on Collins, now picks up the dribble, steps back off 1 foot, will face to start the second half, and he is not able to recover.
A dominant display that the Spurs team had no answer to. Although Wembanyama was present, he wasn't big enough to stop the flying Rockets. The Rockets won by 13 points.
Promptly followed by Cam Whitmore, who's gone off in this fourth quarter, now 19 points in the game. Branham, the setup dribbles, Green flies by, 6 steals, Sengun again this time.
Spurs 101 to Rockets 114. While in Toronto, we had a silent home crowd as the Raptors were disgraced when they welcomed the Pelicans. The Pelicans schooled the Raptors from start to finish. A mind-blowing outing by Trey Murphy gives the Pelicans a 40-point gap.
To 5. Deep 3, and he can make Marshall drive and kick. Murphy fires. 3's good.
They always had that routine, and they stuck to that.
3 good. Murphy.
The Raptors tried to catch up, but the Pelicans were heads and shoulders above them as the Raptors crashed down on their home court. Pelicans 139, Raptors 98. Vengeance was in the eyes of the Phoenix Suns when they faced the champions Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets on a streak is a burning flame no one wants to be close to. The duo of the century, Jamal Murray and Jokic, amassed and entertained as usual.
Saturday and Sunday against Houston and Oklahoma City, and a ton of turnovers. Biggest comeback of the year. That was against New Orleans as Jokic.
Kevin Durant got the Nuggets boiling from the sun as he dropped an impressive 35 points to lead the Suns to a famous win in overtime. A fierce battle fought hard. Ending the Nuggets streak, the Suns soar higher.
Cut off, now looks for Durant. Durant just 1 for 8 in this quarter. Hits a big one.
Suns 117, Nuggets 107. As the Nuggets were kicked to a loss, so did the Atlanta Hawks kick the Knicks to a loss of their top. Right in Madison Square Garden with Trae Young still out, the odds favored the home team. But the Hawks showed they could cause chaos in New York and have fun while at it.
Pitch off the back rim, Capella with the offensive rebound, and the tip in. Skip past Jalen Johnson. Cross court. Bay deep. Got it.
DiVincenzo attempted to fill the shoes of Brunson, but well, those are really heavy shoes. Jalen Johnson secured the win for the Hawks as he dropped 26 points.
Deflected, picked up, Johnson, quick turn and bucket.
Hawks 116, Knicks 100. The shocks weren't over as our next stop took us to Brooklyn for the match between the 76ers and the Nets. The 76ers had to win this game, a W just to boost their morale, and they had a great start.
By Philadelphia as Bamba able to hook it in. The field attacks, bounces. Lowry will fire and hit. Here's Lowry giving it up. Hield will let it fly and knock it in.
But as the lead slipped and got into the control of the Brooklyn Nets, Finney-Smith and Schroeder led the Nets to victory.
Can you try and target Lowry and Bamba both with 4 fouls? You saw him come out and got on him about it?
Schroeder explodes to the rim.
In that first half, a lot of those minutes.
Claxton gets a free lane.
Another bad night for the 76ers and still no Embiid. However, a team that was expected to have a terrible Tuesday night had to be the Cleveland Cavaliers, who welcomed the Boston Celtics. The Celtics had 11 straight wins heading to the game, and this match looked like it was gonna be their 12th. Leading by halftime, the Celtics had the advantage and the momentum. Suddenly in the last quarter, Dean Wade and the Cavs did the unthinkable. Wade scored 20 of the Cavaliers' 34 points in the last quarter.
Trying to move a little closer. Again! Yes, sir! The back. Jared Allen on a kick. Wade. Splash! It's Garland. Drive to the rim. Left hand, no.
The Cavs showed the entire league how to beat Tatum and his men. Tatum almost won the game in the last seconds, but being guarded by Garland, he missed the fadeaway jumper.
Down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Tatum fades. It is no good. And a foul called with points.
After review, the leg kick by the right leg of Tatum was deemed to make contact with Garland, where otherwise contact would not have happened. Therefore, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The Boston Celtics win streak ends with the night. Celtics 104, Cavaliers 105. The NBA is the only league of non-stop action and non-stop entertainment. What shock are we in for next week? Find out in the next video. If you enjoyed this video and dream of being a legend, subscribe to 24 Hoops. It's free and you can always change your mind. But the court is always open. Shot by shot, dunk by dunk, hoop by hoop. 24 Hoop.